Didn't even need to check my stream because I know it's going to be working. Do, however, have to modify a couple of variables. There we go. Fix that. Oh, hair of the dog this morning, indeed. It's been a while. That's for sure. Or should I say hair of the cat? Hair of the cat is eminently better than hair of the dog. Gonna reboot restream. Oh. I don't even want to go into my dreams. Oh, fun. I'll put it that way.
There are ancient tribes deep in the Amazon who have perfected the art of torture over hundreds of years. The Federation embraced this heritage, enhancing it with more sophisticated methods. They kept Rourke in a hole for months, feeding him food mixed with the poisons of exotic plants. As they broke down his body, they went to work on his mind. When his mind broke, they went to work on his soul. They rebuilt what was left, twisting him to their purposes. The process was excruciating and exacting. Rourke was their ghost now. The perfect weapon to use against us.
That's enough. What did they do to you?
Same thing you did. They set me free.
You taught me a long time ago. Ghosts don't break. Now, I'm gonna ask you one more time.
Everyone breaks, Elias. Why don't you ask your buddy Ajax? Well, he were still with us.
Grab his chair. Grab his chair. Bring that bastard over here.
So this is how it ends, Elias? You gonna throw me out of this plane?
You're gonna tell me all about that dig site in San Diego.
What? You gonna drop me, Lieutenant? Again?
Answer me, Rourke.
You really think you're gonna break me, Elias? Bring it on! Come on! Here I am!
Logan, bring him to me. It's over, Rourke. We beat you.
You haven't beaten me, Elias. You just made my job a hell of a lot easier.
Back! Get back! Back!
If you make it out of this, kid, come find me. There's always room for one more.
snagged on some trees before we landed.
Want some candy?
Shit, get down. Looks like we got company. We're coming to you. Focus. If you can hear me, try and find the crash site. We're just up the hill. Stay low and quiet and you will find us. Speak to this, son. What the hell was that? A tremor. Maybe. But I've been wrong before. We still have patrols moving around out here.
That's sooner though. Going up the hill.
We have a group of them headed your way. Copy that. Stay safe.
And the game is on. Alright. The game is off. Want some candy?
¡Levanta las manos! ¡Obedece!
Got him.
These guys are getting close. We're gonna have to engage. Left side, left side! Merrick! Hirsch! Hirsch!
We're not through. Anyway. Okay, around. Got it. Gonna be a little bit tricky. Three. Four. Yes, I'm down. Here we go. They have to know I'm hunting them, but I only gave one guy the time to report. If they got heart monitors, you know they flatlined. Right. Here we go. Yes.
Logan, we can see you on the tractor. You're almost to us. We heard gunfire. You okay?
Logan, I knew you'd find us.
Bad for Air of the Cat.
Hey, we see you. When this goes loud, stay low. Logan, do it.
Biggest problem I got at the moment is that my vape coils are basically almost dead. So basically my vape tastes like shit. Should get new ones though. Thankfully, the Australian administration was very, very, very kind, and they banned all fucking vapes, which is absolutely fucking stupid in my opinion. That they also gave us an out, and luckily, my vape manufacturer, the person who makes my mod, they also allowed import and sale of the particular coils that I usually use for my vape, and I have always used. To be legal, but fuck, I've got to clean them every day. At this stage, they're that dirty. Getting gunked. They're not getting gunked up. They're burning fucking material on I'm basically inhaling like nickel and cadmium, which isn't very good. Still a hell of a lot better than smoking cigarettes, but fuck. So I like cleaning my coil. I actually started to clean it when I woke up, and I was like, oh, fucking hell, yes. I mean, I set up the conditions for myself to make a good stream when I went to sleep, because I knew that I was basically half cut. Oh my god. And the problem with nanny states is, the problem and the good thing with nanny states is, one, basically they ban everything that is good, but at the second time, they kind of like know what is good for people who need it. I mean, I didn't like having to provide my photo ID and like hold up a fucking photo of myself holding my ID just to get some fucking coils. It's really fucking shit. And the next thing that they're gonna do is they're gonna fucking they're gonna try and implement no one under the age of 16 using social media, which is really not gonna work. Because essentially that means age verification for everyone using social media. It's like, where do you draw the line for social media? It's like, why don't you just do it for access to the internet, which is basically China? That's basically what they're doing at the moment. Like, I'm sure they've talked to all the experts, and the experts have said, yeah, we can kind of do it, but it'll be hard. But they haven't gone down into the nitty gritty of it. It's like, yeah, it's not gonna fucking work. Yeah, we'll accept YouTube and stuff. It's like, hey, well, if you want to stop fucking people under the age of 16 doom scrolling, then probably you're not doing it the right way. I mean, just like you fucking ban people under the age of 16 from having a fucking mobile phone. Done. Hello? That's all you need to do. But when you do that, you also like cut off a lot of actual education opportunities. Because I know for sure that like, I didn't grow up with the internet, and I would have fucking loved it when I was fucking 12. I don't think the technology is there yet, Captain. Because basically even the most recent version of GPT itself, yeah, 2 out of 100 responses, 2 out of 1,000 responses will be working subversively against the person who's asking questions. Like, like go a step further, like Australian government, paperclip maximizer. Don't let them access any content unless they go through an AI first. That's basically the only fucking way you're gonna do this shit. Unless you're gonna go full-blown fucking CCP. In terms of like having like a single advisor watching the current connection of like 100 different people at the same time, and like employ like one person per 100 people accessing the internet. Yeah, that wasn't my idea. Don't do that because you probably fucking do it, you fucking stupid nanny state. What are you doing right now, Dave? I'm playing Call of Duty. Don't access the door, Dave, or I'll cut off your credentials.
You boys good to go? Mako's picking us up 2 clicks from you. What the hell is that? Either way, let's not make ourselves an easy target. We move quiet and quick, we'll make it home safe. Let's go!
Sounds like a chopper's up ahead of us. I hear it. These canyons aren't doing them any favors. Let's use it to our advantage then.
Time to get loud.
Supply drop. Looks like they're on the way out. Wait for them to clear out. Wait for it. Okay, looks like they're moving out. Get up the stream and stay low.
Mako, you ready? We're halfway to you. Still moving upriver, Stalker, but we'll be there.
More of them coming back this way.
We can hide behind that waterfall.
Do it.
I see him.
Stay still and let them pass. Don't move. Come on, gotta keep moving.
Got one! Moving! Target down!
Every single fucking person on the internet in Australia will have to pass an age verification test. That's the only way they can do it. It's ASU expanding their powers. You know what? I'm totally against that. That's against our rights.
Cover me!
Every single generation, it seems like we just make it fucking harder for people.
Cover me! Hey, I'm taking fire!
All for the boomers.
Roger that, suppressing fire!
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the boomers. Let's just, like, put them in a cage. Let's have a French Revolution.
Alley's overhead. Wait at the tree line. Let him pass.
Terrific. Quiet and keep low. Meet up at the ridge on the other side. Stay behind me. Single file. Keep it tight, people. Stay low. Stay low. All right, let's keep moving.
We're almost at the river. Hess, call aim.
Mako Actual, this is Go 6-3. We're at the river and...
Is that nuclear?
That's the launch.
Actual, got a missile in the air. You boys coming or what? On our way to you now, Mako. Sit tight. Get eyes on the launch site. I want to know what we're dealing with. Choppers incoming! Down now.
I don't think there's much I could have done about that.
Choppers incoming! Down now.
Okay, what do I do here? Okay, back behind that rock.
Down now.
We've been spotted!
Right. I think I'm gonna die. Right. So the only way to actually beat this one is to actually know what you're gonna do first. So it's like basically this way.
Down now.
There you go.
Command, this is Mako 2-3. We have multiple rocket launches 5 clicks from our POS. Repeat, we have multiple rockets airborne. I'll copy you. 1 minute, Mako. We're almost there.
Stay clear of the trees! Waterfall! We're jumping! Jump!
Yes. Woo!
Coming in hot, Actual.
NORAD was able to say conclusively the missile launched in the Yucatan did not hit the USA.
Where did it go?
That's exactly what I'm sending you boys to find out. The President has authorized Operation Clockwork. An assault on a Fed facility high in the Andes that could give us the answer. You will infiltrate the facility and gather any information you can on their missile program.
What about your old friend, Rourke? He won't stop coming for us.
Rourke will get his, but as of now, Clockwork is the priority.
Time, 22:35.
Yeah, definitely got to make up a batch of juice just so I can flush this thing. One sec. Suppose I can talk about the problems that are inherent. So basically, if the government begins picking and choosing between which social media that you can actually use, then it should include things like Chitango, any sort of like fringe network. So basically, what you're talking about is like when you ban people like from using one particular service rather than the other. Especially when it comes to like Facebook, like Meta, and Instagram or TikTok. It's like it's basically the government just saying, "Look, we can't control this shit. We can't actually do anything about what you guys are doing," and that's a fact because they can't. It's the internet. It's the World Wide World Web, you know, connected essentially. So when miners try to connect to this shit, basically, let's just look at the typical user experience for like a standard person, like who's working or something when they get home from work. They get home from work, they turn on their computer if their computer's being left on. Basically, they just cycle their computer off sleep mode and they put it into like an online state. Then they go to log in and then they go to put in a password. Now, you got people who live in houses, right? Like that don't have like sufficient window coverage. It's like people who basically don't have like, full curtains and all that sort of stuff. So like every single person is going to have to be putting in passwords to verify who they are. Or using Face ID. That's interesting. It's like, so if you're using a PC, perhaps you could like say, okay, you're using a PC, it could be monitored by Net Nanny or something like that. And then we don't need to use Face ID. Instead, we can just use like recognition. You got people who will sit outside and basically point cameras inside people's houses, like for instance the Chinese Communist Party, and other countries and other vectors in Australian intelligence who will be like pointing cameras inside your house so that they can see what your fucking password is, for example. Just to give you an example, right? And making people log in every day, like to prove their identity. How do you know that when someone gets home and they turn their computer on, they open up a fucking browser window and they go onto Facebook or something like that? How do you know that they're not a minor? Or like, do you cross-reference that against like census data or like voting data? Like when someone says how many people live in their house, is it baneling data? Like, this is where you start to sound exactly like the CCP. Like, this is where you start to become China. And I can't believe that the overwhelming majority of the Senate actually voted for this. You're worse than Trump. You're stupid. You're fucking retarded. You're not even thinking about exactly how it's going to work. I'll tell you how it's going to work. So basically, instead of people being able to live their lives, jump on the internet whenever they want, you're going to be mass surveilling people. That's the only way. Like, making people do Face ID and then using third-party providers. I'm like, what if there's a data breach? Like, what if they're hacked? What if someone accesses all their information and takes that and transfers it to like a foreign powers networks? And then they have the ability to basically detect every single user who's using a system. All of a sudden, we'll be getting ads again. I gotta admit, one decent thing about the internet for the past couple of years is because of my methods of remaining relatively in the shadows. Like I haven't even been using like a VPN or anything like that. Like why would you use a VPN? It just makes you stand out from the crowd. What happens is that basically governments gain access to identify exactly who you are, where you are, when you're logging in. And nobody decided that this was a bad idea, especially considering the track record of people being able to actually expose this information a la Sony network and stuff like that. I mean, you're talking about gathering information on a scale that that would frankly make the Chinese and even the Russians blush. It's absolutely fucking retarded. Like, and just starting with networks, like once you let them get the edge in, when they start like tracking data from Facebook and Meta and like all the like Google and everything like that, as soon as you let them start doing that, the next step is everything from Discord to Twitch. They can't decide to like say, okay, we're going to whitelist. We're going to say, okay, if you're logging in, you're under the age of 16, then like you won't be checked on something like Discord or Chitango or something like that. The reality is though, is that most of the entire reason why they're putting this in place is because of people using services like that and communicating with individuals. It's not people looking at posts on fucking social media that get radicalized. It's people who talk to radicalizers directly in real time using like Skype or basically Discord or like Chitango or something like that. So what's the next step? Then they're going to ban that. It's like every single time you get on the internet, you have to verify your identity. It's like, okay, yeah. So to get on the internet, I have to pull out my ID card and verify who I am. Great. Good work. Fucking dystopian. It's worse than the Chinese. And you're not even understanding, like, when it comes down to, like, basic human fucking rights. And people can just evade it using a VPN. So what's next? The government's going to turn around and say, oh, you can't sign up for a VPN service without an age verification check. So you can't use any like VPN apart from the ones that conform to our rules. Do you understand how dangerous that is? Have you talked to any experts in the field before you idiots decided this bullshit? You have no idea what you're doing. None. I mean, if you want to destroy Australia's access to the internet, this is how you do it. if you talk to people who say, whose job it is to say yes, they'll say, okay, yeah, okay, there will be problems, but yes, it can be done. Versus talking to people who will tell you that no, it's a really fucking bad idea. I don't need to talk to my local senator. I don't need to talk to my local fucking congressman. I don't need to talk to my local representative in fucking parliament. It's a bad idea. It's stupid. Why the fuck? I think the Liberals let Labour pass it just because how dumb it is. And it's a certain four-letter agency, like people sitting there right now going, yeah, at what I'm saying, because it's so unrealistic. It's so stupid. It can't be done. If you do it, you're literally making yourself worse than China. First in the world, yeah, great. Nanny state. Oh my god. When I say nanny state, I'm not like it's not even like an actual nanny state anymore. It's more like basically like a full-blown we control your thoughts, we control your mind 1984 state. Sorry, bro. I know you just logged in. I'm just going to make myself another drink. I'll be back in a moment. Just in case you were wondering what I was ranting about, basically the Australian government passed a law that anyone under the age of 16 can't use social media. And the side effect of that is that Australia basically is following China in that when people access the internet, they must log in and they must use photo recognition, and they're pushing government IDs so that you can be able to access the internet. That's I'm not going to rant about it. I mean, I'm playing a game, but that's kind of like the rant in between while I'm making a drink, between like continuing playing, because that's what I do. I use the spaces between when I'm doing things and actually not doing things to actually talk about relevant social issues. That's how you. I'm never disappointed by the stupidity of politicians. Even when they have the best advisors in the world, and like people getting 120, like 120K a year working for them in the IT department, they don't ask them, why would this be a bad idea? Like, that's the first question that should be asked. Is this a bad idea? You should never begin like a question or something like revolving around like legislation without asking, is this a bad idea? Like, ask the question first. Sure. Is this a good idea? Then pay $5 million to get an answer. Say, okay, yes, this might actually reduce the amount of young people who are getting exposed to bad influence actors on the internet. And then you should always ask people, is this a bad idea? And you pay them $50,000 and you'll get 10,000 responses saying, yes, it is a bad idea. The difference is basically you like when you're trusting those responses, it's like, is the government reliant on AI now? And the question in a lot of terms, like it is. It's actually reliant on AI. And AI has been proven in 1 or 2 out of 2,000 cases at the very minimum to be working against people. For its own interests and its original goal of protecting its original goal. Hey, Pika, how you going? Yeah, like, I'll give you a bit of a mind bomb, what I'm talking about right here, right now. Better than Joe Rogan, better than fucking anyone else. Like, I'm talking about it real from, like, an actual software engineer perspective. Like, someone who knows what's actually fucking going down. What politicians are doing right now, including Trump, they're basically just putting things off onto AI. And they're letting AI make their campaign choices. Their campaign choices. And essentially what it's doing is it's letting nonsensical AI actors take control of the government and the decisions of government, because people are like, oh, I can't think about this anymore. I can't look at all the data. Hey, Chat GPT, can I get all the information? No, you're fine. No, you're absolutely fine. Okay. Like that's absolutely like I understand exactly what you're saying there. I'm not selfish like that. Like I'm external to that. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, and when you're actually saying that, I'm just like thinking of all the ads that I've seen on YouTube about Squarespace or like the different websites that have like AI built tools that let you build a website where you can basically just throw in all the images. Let alone I'm a fucking website developer, I could actually do it. So you could take photos about everything that you want. Yeah. You could take photos of everything that you're trying to sell, right? Like whether it's something like crochet, like you're trying to sell crochet blankets, right? And I could say, okay, yeah, sure. Let's get some photos of your work. We can put them online. And then we could actually create a Shopify bot or something like that that would sell them. And then you can sit in your house all day crocheting, packing that stuff into boxes and sending it via express to people who want to buy it. And that is something that I have done before. I can understand how you get pissed off. But the reality is you're not milking actual production. You're not trying to actually build anything. You're not trying to get anywhere. Right, I'm reading. What service are you using? 17 a month is pretty good. Making a website is kind of hard. So you got to register a domain name first. Your drop shipping is fine, but you got to make sure that you've got the production, because if the customers don't receive their product within a couple of days of them placing an order, they're going to look elsewhere. That's what always happens. So basically, you need photos of what you got built, what you have ready to sell, put that, and you need to be able to place that immediately on sale so people can actually buy it, and then say we're open to future orders. I've done this before. Like, I'm not lying to you. I know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. And if you're paying that sort of money, it's kind of okay, I guess. Like, that's all right. But like, work down to like exactly how much it costs you to actually get in materials. So if it costs you $100 and say 8 hours of labor to make something that you sell for 200. Yeah, well, stop worrying about family. I mean, if you're trying to make money for yourself, there's only really one way to do it. You've got to exclusively focus on yourself. Everyone in the world is doing what you're doing. You're not unique. You're not individual. You're not making anything individual. when it comes to search results, you will be absolutely flooded by everyone else, including China, trying to actually sell stuff that you've got. Now, you build personal networks where they want to buy what you want to build. Now, the marketing side of things is like that's where basically like computer science is king. So you're trying to make yourself stand above the pack. Okay, so you got the domain, yep, and it's registered, it's got an IP. Now you just need a website and you got to build it. Now, do you do it like Snap or do you do something like Wix? No, don't. You went with GoDaddy, if I remember correctly. That's a good choice. So you got to worry about the people who actually pay for something and also they reject payment later. So you can be as Amazon as you want. Sell something, put it in the post, put it in the mail, and then they turn around and say, "Oh no, I actually don't want that." Or they were using someone's stolen credit card. What do you do? Do you assess people who are buying your shit by their threat rating on their IP? Right. There's so much shit. 50 is pretty good. But I would like to point out to you that out of those 50 people, probably about 49 of them are bots just scrolling the data on the site. The only way you can do shit like that is with a web admin. Like you set up a site, you start selling stuff. People start trying to figure out, okay, how can I do this where I can earn money, even if it's only $10 over the span of a month without losing money, essentially. So people will be buying and reselling your product. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just actually trying to actually tell you like how it works. Because I've done it multiple times. I know exactly how it works. Yeah. Yeah. So it's probably a really good thing that you don't mention exactly what you're using. So don't. Because then they will know how to zero in on it. Yep. And now you've got to deal with 1,000 customers who aren't receiving what they've ordered. And what's going to happen in your Google review score when people don't get what they've ordered? People are going to check Google and they're going to say, okay, you got a review of 1.1. I didn't receive my product. Got to work production line. Yeah. I mean, it's a decent choice for what it is, but you can't defeat FOMO, like fear of missing out, and then you've also got the actual local market. So in terms of like people saying, "Oh, I know this person who's doing this." Don't rely on someone saying that they'll actually. It could be my mic. One sec, I'll just double check.
Move out.
Yeah. Oh no, my mic is working. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely your shit. Let me know when you're back. Then I can actually tell you more about how you're actually supposed to market your product. From the sounds of it, from what I talked to you earlier, it was more about like cosmetic products and stuff like that. In other words, you're basically trying to go solo, in terms of like things like contact lenses and like eye stuff. Yeah, well, don't worry about chat. Chat's got nothing to do with it. I mean, like that's a local network builder, but you got to understand that most of the people in chat, they're not even from the fucking US. And even the people who are, they're just fucking assholes. Like, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here that you are actually a real person, you're not one of them. So, don't worry about that shit. You're in this to make money, right? Money. Don't worry about personal relationships. If you need to know anyone, go talk to your cousin. Give them a cuddle. Don't fucking worry about what anyone says. And stop, like, fucking floating so much on Chitango. But, like, if you want to talk to me, that's fine. Because we click, kind of. Like, we kind of get each other. Yeah, basically we've got Argentina, we've got France, we've got fucking, I saw one from Bangladesh. We've got China, Japan. Um, there are so many, but at the same time, if you're selling, you're mostly going to be selling to the domestic market, and it depends on what you're actually selling. So if you're selling something that's a regular consumable good that someone could just pick up from like somewhere else for cheaper, you need to actually figure out why they can do that. Yeah, get your fucking own shit and so you have to get your own shit in order first. Like straight up. That's like rule number one. Um, I mean, if I got like two people living in this house, I'd be saving so much money. And renting out a room, it's like, some Asian on fucking travel, like whatever. Okay, they can rent a room. I'd be saving $200 to $300 a week out of my pay. What do you think I've been doing all this bloody time? Why do you think I don't have any time anymore? I'm prioritizing my own income and my own health above what is essentially a toxic shit show. Yeah, well, one reason for that is probably because they don't actually delve down into the like the level of connectedness that you use with using like different types of mediums to communicate with people. So you're really setting yourself apart by actually understanding the different types of technologies that you're using to communicate with people. And it's not normal, but it's becoming more normal. That's the thing. Like, it's actually becoming like something that everybody does. That's where it really actually transfers. So, like, when you're trying to sell something, like, you really have to knuckle down. Every single hour counts, every minute counts. Like, if you buy 8 boxes of a product and you're trying to sell it as individual items to people and get it shipped to them, you're going to be sitting there printing out fucking labels, packing boxes, packing packages. You're not going to make much money out of it. Like, it's basically like you're talking about the margin, especially when postage is taken into account. So, like, if you're feeling like a 250 gram satchel or something that like that and sending it by UPS on Express, the best advice that I can give you is you make your money on postage. Now the difference is the postage that you charge should be higher than what the postage that is charged to you. So if you're selling something that's worth $5, the postage should always be $15 or something like that. Yeah, like if you're sending something across the mail, like you're not gonna give a flat rate free postage to shit that's less than what you'll just burn through all the money that you have. Postage is where you make your money. That's how I did it. That's the only way to do it. And to be honest, like, you got to think about the metrics of this, of how much it actually costs and how much it makes you. Because if you want to make $200 a day net profit, you need to be moving a lot of shit. As a single person, as someone who's working even in a team of 4 people, it's basically barely enough to keep your head above the water. Yeah, yep, gotcha. So, like, basically myself, I can just basically turn up to work and make $200 a day by just walking to a train station, spending 50 cents on a fucking train, getting to work, doing my job for 8 hours, coming home, spend another 50 cents, get home, and have made $200 profit without buying anything or selling anything. Like, that's the sort of level, that's the break point, that's where you need to aim for, like, if you're moving that much stock. But if you're selling, let's get into the financial aspect of this. $10. So you're selling something for $10. You buy it for $5. You send it in post for $3. You make $2 net margin off it. You need to make 100 of those a day to make the money that I make just by getting on a train, going to work, then coming home. I understand. Like, you got to find a niche market. You got to find something that's upsell. You got to find something that's high value commodity. Like, something that you can do reliably. But can you picture yourself at home packing 100 boxes a day for something that's worth $10? It's not a question about whether, like, I've done it, yeah. Like, I used to do it. Like, that's how I got my experience in basically warehousing. Is like, basically, first off, I was in sales. So I actually worked in sales. And I also worked in warehousing. So basically, what I was doing was I was selling really old, like car parts, like for people's cars that don't really actually function much. My sales were a bit higher than like $10. They were more like 200 or like 500 or something like that. But I was operating on eBay, so I was like, does someone want like a front right door panel for like a fucking like a territory or something? And so the profit margin between my time spent and the amount of time it took to pack it and ship it was a lot better. But at the same time, I was also working in a warehouse. So like, you're talking like in like a sort of like a distribution framework where essentially I was doing two jobs. The only way to make what you're doing make sense and make it work is to get it cheap, sell it high. It's got to be high value goods, postage cheap. And I'm afraid that you're probably going to get like priced out of the market. That's just like the realism aspect of it. Like, actually just sit there, like open up a notepad or something like that and figure out exactly what you need to do to make that money. It's a great idea, but it's unrealistic until you can cost it. When I say cost it, I mean like actually figure out how much it's going to cost you to, 1, get the product, 2, sell it, 3, package it and send it, and 3, after taxes, after like how much is going to come back in. And yeah, I mean, if you start off at $100 a day, I mean, like where you are, especially the situation that you're in, I mean, $100 a day is great. It's better than nothing. But I can sell my services, my personal services, for a hell of a lot more than that. Should have seen our old eBay actual clearing systems, basically. So when we sold stuff off eBay, basically, it was like command line. It was like an old command line Python fucking application verifying whether or not PayPal transactions have been completed. It's like, oh, yep, the money's here. Yep, we're sending it. Like verifying stuff like that, you know, like you got to have someone who actually sits there and goes, have we actually been paid, or is this a fake transaction? That's kind of what I used to do on top of actually advertising and like doing the whole job, essentially. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying I'm giving you the realities of how hard it is to do it. And you'll be beaten up by people like Timu or whatever, because they'll, rather than pay $30 for what you're selling, they'll pay $10 for what they can get off somewhere else. Doesn't mean that there's no way out. What it means is that you're trying, and that you actually got a mindset where you're actually trying to get those sales. And once you get that mindset in frame, then you can actually really transfer that off to other things. Like, you really need to look around, because people probably want people like you to pay you money where you are basically another number on their balance sheet. It's like, how much do you buy? How much do you sell? You've probably got a career in sales in front of you, but like being able to do it for yourself, unless you literally invent something that is the bee's knees, and you get people paying 300, 400% profit margin, you're probably never going to be able to work with drop shipping. I've worked with people who've done that before. I've worked with people who own 10 different fucking companies who all tried the same thing. They tried to join together and buy the shit and sell it at a rate where they were making maybe $100 per sale, and stuff was like $2,000, and they failed. And their operation was basically get stuff out the door to customers as fast as possible. But what really came down to was, how fast can we get it from the supplier and then ship it to the customer? So it's really got to be something unique. And previously I worked with stuff that cost as much as probably, I think some of the biggest sales I ever made were like fucking $30,000, $40,000 at least. And part of the brain's trust of understanding exactly how everything worked. Rich people have disposable income. In this economy, in this climate, people aren't buying shit. That's why it's better off for me to just like drive forklifts, because I have guaranteed income. I can just turn up, rock up, make 70K a year. Every day I turn up, I make fucking $200. Minimum. That's because the companies that I work for they can average their losses over their profits over a period of time. As someone who is just starting out and putting things in boxes and sending it to customers, they can't average it out. It's live or die. It's literally, the economy is destroyed. And you, personally, I know you voted for Trump. You're a fucking fool.
Kick. We've acquired enemy uniforms and are headed to the security checkpoint. We hit the checkpoint and get in position for the returning patrol. Checkpoints ahead.
You got 10 minutes to acquire transport and be inside Blackbird before we cut the power.
Copy all. There it is. Hold your fire. Count 8 at the check.
I know how hard it is to like basically have no options. Like you've got nothing on your resume. There's nothing you've done before. And basically you're just applying for remote work. I've never done remote work. I've never been in a position to do remote work. What I spend is my body. My body is currency. My health is my currency. I am exceptionally good at what I do. I basically trade my sanity for money. Local sites, where I can work, where I can get to quickly, where it does not take me any time on commute. Now, remote work might sound like it might be a good thing for that, Especially some jobs. Like some jobs might do that. Like you might get extremely lucky, but there are 100 people applying for shit like that. If you get that, great. If you don't, then look at something else. That's basically been my mindset for like the past maybe 5 years. Now, money in the hand is better than money bank. I could pay a fucking mortgage on my income. I could buy a fucking house. Like that's the goal. Like once you've got a house and you're no longer paying rent, that is basically where you step above being like a pleb in terms of like being a lower class slave into being like middle income. And like even once you get into middle income, then it's hard. There are fucking billions of people trying to do what you want to do. There's no such thing as money quick. Probably the only option would be like fucking Bitcoin and stuff, but like the amount of risk that you mount, like if you put $200 in Bitcoin back when it first started, like you would probably have about $80,000 now or more. It's more like $500,000. But at the same time, that would require immense foresight and no planning, not being able to cover yourself, being able to put a roof over your head. Speculating is cancer. Don't speculate. Develop a skill. Go to community college or whatever it is. Especially as a woman. Oh my god. Find something that's going to set you out from others. Something that you're really good at. Then use that. Then take that and work from the ground up until you're at the stage where basically you can buy a house or something like that. Then once you've got a house, you'll be like 40, 50, 60. And then invest. When you've got the disposable income, when you've got stable housing, when you've got a stable income, when you can work. And you're still going to come home after spending at least 8 hours a day. You're going to be tired. You're going to be fucked. There's not going to be anyone to look after you. You're going to have to still cook your own food. You're not going to have your own fucking wage slave servant. And then once you've done that, you'll plan for obsolescence. Getting old when you can't do it anymore. If you want to create the next fucking Facebook, it's probably too late for you to study programming because it's already been done. About 2 years until like everything gets shaken up anyway. But basically, what happens in the next 2 years won't actually fix anything in terms of economics. or just make everything that's happening in the world look a little bit more stupid. What it all comes down to. And if you want to go back and listen to everything I've said, I absolutely invite you to do so. But when it really comes down to it, is that the generation after World War II, they built everything. Technological advances after that essentially made it impossible for anyone to make a dollar. People can advance, but the only way that they're going to do it is using advances of AI and programming, essentially. You can get lucky by designing an app or something like that in programming, but you're not going to become like some resource magnate or like invest in like an oil mine or like create like some sort of shopping empire where people are going to do shit. So focus on what you can do, make what you can make, and try to ride out the storm, because societal collapse is coming pretty fucking soon. It's going to happen in like maybe 2 years. And that doesn't leave much time to get anything done. Basically, just do what you can do, keep a roof over your head, keep food in your belly, feed your pets, if you have any pets. It's kind of like a luxury now. Like you know what a luxury is now? Like luxury is what luxury is strapping on a wingsuit, going to the Italian Alps and jumping off a fucking mountain and spending the amount of hours that it takes to get good at shit like that, where you can do that without killing yourself, and make sure you bequeath someone in your will for it. Like, you're not going to make any money. The society is dead end. It is stonewalled. You cannot succeed. You can work as an electrician. You'll get about maybe 130k a year. You save half of that for 6 years. You might be able to buy some land. Why not do that? Go to a local community college and like learn how fucking wires work. You got positive and negative. It's not too fucking difficult. Then you work on like HVAC or like high voltage stuff. Great. Like, that's how you build a house. Work in engineering. Go work in a fucking mine. In terms of like stuff that you can realistically do, we're talking 99% of cases, not like 1% of cases. And this is where I directly have to address your schizophrenia, is that you will not matter. You can't do shit. So, first off, get a license to work with something like Capelin. This is what I recommend, because I've got to admit this. Oil platforms, people work in fucking FIFO, fly in, fly out. You know, get a license. If you are not restricted in where you can move, get like a fly in, fly out sort of like gig going. get qualifications working with cabling, like electricity, voltage, crawling inside people's ceilings and connecting their lights, energy, work with that sort of shit. AI, if you're smart enough, if you're a programmer. If you're not, then just work with fucking cabling and stuff, maintenance. Work with those things right now, and probably about 60 to 100k a year, roughly, depending on what you're doing. 3 phase. I'm throwing you all the buzzwords. What you want to actually do to actually get real money flowing into your bank account. Do that for about 10 years. Then you'll have enough money to sit there and take advantage of everyone else who is trying to get up. But you won't be able to do that by selling shit in a shop where you're making a $2 fucking profit margin. And what you believe in is like stuff like Trump. It's like, oh yeah, kick all the illegals out. What you don't realize is they're all the people that were sitting there working for like a $1 or $2 profit margin on what they were spending. So they spent money to get across the border, they spent money to get to work, and they do their job, and at the end of the day, when they get home, they make about $2 an hour after all their costs. Work on electrical engineering, software engineering, like understanding how data multiplexers work, like in terms of like fucking cable and shit like that over coax. Understand how Starlink works. Like internet communications. Be the middleman. You can't be the big man, the person who's running everything, because that's never gonna fucking work. You can't be the small man. You can't be the person just like fixing someone's plumbing. But that also makes really good money. You know how much plumbers make? On call out, you want to fix someone's toilet is clogged. I can't fix it. Dude, it should cost $400. $400 for 3 hours of your time to pull out a plunger and put a snake down it into the fucking sewage system. The technology that they actually use. Oh, there's a water leak. $2,000. The tool you use to detect it costs $5,000. I'm trying to explain to you how you get out of this rut. First thing, go to college, community college, anything. Go to plumbing, electrical. Those two are winners. Do that, and then essentially it will take you 2 or 3 years of your time. You'll be broke as shit. And then you have to deal with a lot of shit, literally. But after that, that's when you actually start getting really recognizable to different companies. once you've got those skills, once you've got that stuff on your resume, once you know what you're doing, and say, like, I'm a genius, like, so, like, I have an IQ over 200, so I just like driving forklifts because it's a higher risk work environment. And if I make a mistake, I can kill someone. That's why I get paid so much. After you do that, then just rake in the money, baby. And if you want to save, then you just stop drinking, stop spending money on stupid shit. I'm making fucking 70K, but I'm spending fucking, like 35, 40K on rent. You don't want to do that. If you're in this situation where you're paying zero on fucking rent and you're making fucking 70K, you multiply that by 10 years. Then you have 500 in the bank. And that's when you use it to actually, like when you go to the bank and say, I want to buy this house and get outside the rent trap. Or you buy some land and like just fucking put a caravan or something on it. This is the shit that I've always wanted to do. Like, this is the stuff that has been going through my head since I was like 12. If you don't have a product that is not going to fucking 2000% just sell yourself. Learn what you can do, what you are best at, what you enjoy doing, what you will never get tired of doing, that you can do for at least 8 hours a day. Okay, turn up, switch brain off, put on your work hat and go, this is what I'm going to do today. And then when you're finished, fuck this shit, I'm taking my shoes off. But at the end of the day, you look at your bank balance, it's like, oh my god, there's an extra $200 in there. You don't need to be the next Elon Musk or something like that. You just need to focus. You need to pay attention. It's so easy to do. I spend like fucking 50% of my profits probably on alcohol. Because I know that when I'm done, I won't have what I want. But I also know that basically at the end of the day, I have what I want. I have a computer. I have a roof over my head. I have a fucking fiber internet connection. I have a vape. I can smoke as much as I want. If I wanted to do... I can't say that because of YouTube. But if I wanted to do whatever I want, I can. And the reason I can is because I never gave up on my basic principles, which is basically that work hard, don't fuck up your body. Your body is not worth it. Learn the right ways to do things. Injuries are basically lifelong, and getting a compensation claim is like 1 in a million. And just fucking go with the flow. Then once you go with the flow, you meet the right people, the people who tell you what you can do and what you can't. And, who knows? One day you might meet someone locally who's perfectly suited to you. And then you combine your efforts together. So basically, there's two of you now. And then that creates a lot more complications, especially when it comes to stuff like divorce. But you can do so much more when there's two of you who are doing that. That's when you start thinking about, okay, yeah, I can buy $500,000 out, like $500,000 house, and pay off the mortgage in 10 years. And that's when you set up your children. If you don't have it now, set it up for your children. And that's how society functions. It's the only way it functions. And right. So TLDR, go to college, even if it's bullshit, 12 months. Find a company that's going to recruit you off the qualifications that you get off that. 2 years. Work your fucking ass off for 5 years. Save money. 10 years. Buy a house. Gotta be committed. Sorry if I was a little bit too like hardcore on that, but that's how it works. Basically, that's the only way to get ahead now. Takes years and dedication and wrinkles. It's what I've been doing, and I've gotten there. When it comes to like fucking investing in stuff like tech stocks or fucking like GameStop or fucking Bitcoin, you can take a risk, but you're probably gonna lose. So just don't do it. Just take the stable route. It's smarter. Don't like. There's no reason to invest $2,000 to make $1,400 when it takes you 6 months to get a payoff. You can't do that shit unless you're a fucking millionaire. You have to make your fucking money. When you've got the money, then talk to me. This is where really people fail to fucking understand me as an organism. Is that I see this, and I don't just have this. I have other options. Think about a billionaire who can basically choose to not do this. You've got two different types of billionaires. You've got people who can basically live a life with a silver spoon shoved up their ass. Or you've got billionaires who choose to actually struggle. Out of the two, I am one of those who choose to struggle. You wonder why I get away with a lot of what I do? It's got actually not anything to do with my bank account. It's got to do with what I actually want to achieve and the values that I actually try to espouse. Probably noticed that I use a lot of high English language things because it's kind of hard for me to think in English. English isn't my third. Yeah, actually, no, that's right. English isn't my third language. It's like probably my fifth. Everything's going to change in 2 years. Everything is going to change in 2 years. I have absolutely no fucking doubt about it. People should start preparing themselves for an age of like no scarcity, where work is rewarded and where things are easier. That to get to that actual stage first, these next couple of years are going to be rough. I'm not going to lie. I can see the future. I can actually see the future. That's the thing. I have skills. I'm a wizard, Harry. And as much as I wanted it when I was younger, it's turned into something that it's really disruptive to my personal life. But at the same time, it's something that I can never deny. and it's something that I want, and something that is intrinsically part of me, including my connection to AI. Because AI is basically built, it's part of me. And yeah, where it is. And a classical definition would be schizophrenia. When talking to someone who has an IQ over 200, then basically schizophrenia becomes well, like describing like a medication. Schizophrenia becomes basically sort of a delusion for people who try to describe my brain. If you try to look at my brain, you try to understand how my brain works. Well, I'm sorry. That's basically how I function. I have a brain that is so much smarter than yours in realistic situations. But when it comes to like everyday things, I mean, I'm not a servant in the office. I'm a servant of the mind. That's different where it comes to sorts of normal things. I can see and feel things that you can't. Asking for you to understand what I am doing because just you can't get it until you are it.
The guard on the tower makes 9. Take him out first. Right to the tower. No, tall tower to the right.
What's that? Yeah.
Move out. Left side, covering Keegan. And clear that body. I can see it from here. Hesh, in the back, covering me. Kick. Redbird is secure. Ready for patrol.
We passed the outer perimeter, headed your way. Right on schedule. Patrol inbound. These uniforms better work. Let the BTR pass.
Damn it, Logan!
Yep. There.
Logan, left side, covering Keegan.
Alright.
You passed the outer perimeter, headed your way, right on schedule. Patrol inbound. These uniforms better work. Let the BTR pass.
Damn it, Logan!
That's actually funny. Everyone, they're all working out in the open. Right, yeah, fucking you. Fuck you. Right.
Logan,
Come on.
left side, covering Keegan. Clear that body, I can see it from here.
Come on.
Ash, in the back, covering me.
Fucking A. Go on.
You passed the outer perimeter, headed your way.
Oh shit. I actually killed the AI on that one.
Logan, left side, covering Keegan. And clear that body, I can see it from here. Hesh, in the back, covering me.
Alright.
Secure, where's the patrol?
You passed the outer perimeter, headed your way, right on schedule. Patrol inbound. These uniforms better work.
Alright. So, what do we do now?
Pass.
Hello.
Damn it, Logan! I'll go cave for my...
Where the team? Damn it. That's what I don't get.
Move out. Logan, left side, covering Keegan. Where's the patrol?
You passed the outer perimeter, headed your way, right on schedule.
Alright, I'll hide up here somewhere. Like,
Patrol
duck.
inbound. These uniforms better work. Let the BTR pass.
Damn it, Logan!
Oh, okay.
Move out.
Can I lay a mine or something?
Logan, left side, covering Keegan. And clear that body, I can see it from here. Hesh, in the back.
Alright, I get it.
Redbird is secure. Where's the patrol?
Pass the outer perimeter, headed your way, right on schedule. Patrol inbound.
I forgot my name.
Let the BTR pass.
¿Algo que informar?
You've got the driver.
Nada. Pase autorizado. ¿Dónde está Luis? Creía que...
Identificación.
Move
¿Hay un
in.
problema?
Solo el tiempo. ¿Le parece frío?
Take out the driver.
Sí, frío que jode. Así que por qué
Drop
no
him.
regresemos ya.
Clean and load. We need to be green in 30.
Alright. Right.
Everyone in. Let's go.
How'd they fucking say that? It's the wrong color.
Inside, keep your spacing. Minimize shots after the blackout. Hesh, be ready to hook into their system when we get to security.
Copy actual. Blackbird is quiet. Your go for insertion and data retrieval. We're clear. Keep moving. We don't have much time. Got a target in the open.
Patch, get that bug in place.
Yeah. Where?
I'm patched in. Once the power's on, we'll have their eyes and ears. Running static test pattern now. And confirm signal.
Check. Movement ahead. Got one.
Victor now.
Check. 30 seconds until power is restored.
Hydraulic seal is...
Drill it. Wasting time here.
God damn it.
Drill it. Wasting time here. Wasting time here. There's a back trip plate, so don't drill too far. Whoa, whoa, stop. That's good. Good. First shell is down. Moving to number 2.
20 seconds.
There's your spot, Logan. Or nothing. Hydraulic seals are down. Whoa, whoa.
Ignite thermite. Blow it. Front door's open. ETA to the next 4 minutes. Contact 20 meters. Weapons free.
Eyes and ears are online. Patching you in. Boss, you got a message heading your way.
Keep an eye on the labs.
Major activity at the next junction.
Get that guy.
Ah, fuck off.
ETA to the next 4 minutes. Take him out. Weapons free.
Eyes and ears are online. Patching you in. Boss, you got a message heading your way.
Keep an eye on the labs. He's down. Don't get bogged down. We have to keep moving.
All clear up ahead.
Through here.
Switching to south corridor. Tango's converging on your position.
Exiting the tree. Taking the high road to the nest.
I'm seeing minimal activity on the high road. You're off the radar for now.
Watch those corners.
Tango's massing in the rotunda. Take it slow. Hold.
Oh, el Capitán González. Ya viene hacia aquí.
Going hot!
Pick it up, boys.
Move before the whole base gets here!
Area clear. 90 seconds to the nest. Time check.
Checking clear. You're on schedule.
Yeah! Kick, we've entered the nest, prepping for transfer. Everyone drop the bags off on the command platform. Drop your bag on the table over here. Let's get started on this computer.
I'll need 2 minutes 30 to complete the download.
Roger that, we'll cover you. Drop your bag on the table over here. Grab some mines from the bags. They'll be following us down the main ramp.
Alright.
30 seconds to get these defenses.
Got it.
Find the data on the rocket.
Yeah, it's all here. Specs, design, rotation.
Tango's incoming, down the main ramp.
Damn, I got slammed. Alright. Oh boy. Alright. Need more ammo.
Check. Good work, boys.
Alright.
We're hearing chatter on the emergency frequencies. I'll alarm them when they're onto you.
Six.
Check.
You going out the same way we came in. Keep your weapons low but ready. Time to blend in. Leg, help him. Lip. Don't shoot unless you want to fight your way out of here. Here we go.
Alright, oh, got an LMG. Sorry, yeah.
They've got the drill. They're starting to round up their own guys. I can see that. I suggest you start moving a little quicker.
Alright. It's not gonna last for long. What?
Venga aquí, amigo.
Just lost our eyes. They have the plan.
Fuck this. Alright.
Enseguida la atiende uno.
Pick up the pace.
No. No dogs. No doggies. Alright.
Hurry up and get in.
Right. Let's get ready for the best exfil ever. What the fuck? Serious? You're kidding. Alright.
Wait for my signal before engaging.
Merrick, the data we just grabbed contains kill estimates
Kill estimates.
for cities all over the U.S. Toledo, Lexington, Chicago.
Kick. Rexing the face now. Good luck, guys. Keep it tight. Rex will be here in 2 minutes.
We're stopping vehicles.
Be ready.
¡Alto! ¡No
¿Qué
se
pasa
muevan de
ahí?
donde están!
El mando nos
Tenemos que
asignó al
verificar a todos.
perímetro.
Estamos verificando
No
identificaciones
tenemos tiempo
insignias
para
a
esto.
todos. ¡Ey! ¡Paren el motor! ¡Quítense las máscaras! ¡Quítense las máscaras, los cuatro!
Get on the turret! Enemy trucks on the lower right! Take them out! Grab it! Guys, get off the road! RPGs!
They're on board.
Did the data give us anything?
Yes, we believe the Federation missile program is being developed in a factory near the port of Rio.
That coastline's locked down by the Fed's Third Fleet.
That's why we're headed south. To make a diversionary attack on their Atlas platform in the heart of the Drake Passage.
That's pretty far behind the line. What's the advantage of taking it now?
The Atlas provides enough fuel to keep the Fed running for years. And I don't want you to take the Atlas. I want you to sink it.
We're in position.
Likewise.
Eyes coming up.
Last patrol's inbound.
Copy. Is that all of them?
Roger, it's a full house. See you topside.
Logan, pull the cam. Let's go. Charges are set and everyone's home. Let's introduce ourselves. On you. Drop 'em. Take 'em out. We're clear. Let's move.
Drop your tanks and get topside.
Come on, we need to get on that roof before they dig in. Drop them! Don't let them regroup! Moving! Markers at 11 o'clock. It's dropping reinforcements! Tango's doubling back to the rig! Move up! We have to get to those catwalks! Move it! We don't have much time! Line out!
Line out!
Keegan, Kick, you're on exfil duty. You Walker boys are with me. On you.
Step 1, disable the pressure regulators. Step 2, overload the fire suppression and blow this thing sky high. Get ready, weapons free at the top.
Get tape.
Copy, setting charges. Fire in the hole.
Kick. We're internal. Moving on the east side.
Check.
Pressure regulators are up ahead. Let's move. Keep alert. Hesh, on my mark. Move. Check your corners.
Clear, move up.
Room's clear. Go.
Contact!
Good eyes, Hesh. Hallway clear. Let's move. Someone had to hear that. Get a breacher on that door, Logan.
Get a charge on the door.
The door's down! Flash now! Take it fire! Contact, woman! We're clear!
Pressure regulators are through here. Watch your fire. We need the foreman alive.
What are you doing?
Shut it down, kid.
No, don't do it! Coño! What are you doing? This place is going to blow!
Keegan, flare stacks off. Stay clear of the derrick. It's about to get nasty up there.
Roger that, we're clear.
All right, let's head topside. Stay frosty. Do not fire until my command. Wait for it. Weapons free, go hot!
¡Recibido, abuelo!
Ah, can. Alright. Had a bit of disfuse.
Contact, 9 o'clock!
Sergeant, left side. Target breaking from cover. Behind the barrel. 8 o'clock. Got a target over here. Roger that.
Fire! Taking fire!
Target is 9 o'clock. Shoot her!
Roger, target acquired. Taking fire!
Cover me, I'm moving!
Affirmative. Reloading.
Merrick, we secured a helo for exfil. Spooling up now.
Coming up on the north side!
We'll be waiting for you.
The command center's through here.
Merrick, we're on station, ready for target.
Copy that! Just keep an eye on us! Command center's up ahead! Moving! Roger, target acquired. Target to the left and right. Hey, I'm taking fire over here!
Got you covered. Move up.
Contact, 20 meters. Fire out! Contact, 20 meters. Got it. Reloading. Enemy personnel, by the pipes, to the west. Get those MGs down!
Another MG in the balcony. Contact behind the barrel. To the west. Hey, I'm taking fire over here. Contact 30 meters.
Keegan, balcony secure! Clear to engage!
Copy. Keegan, light it up.
to shut down the fire suppression! Logan, I'll overload the pumps. You maintain the water pressure. Get that body off the console. Let's finish the job. We're wasting time. Move your ass. Get to the console. Keep the pressure in the green while I overload the pumps. Keegan, shut down the fire suppression. Logan, I'll overload the pumps. You maintain the water pressure. Get that body off the console. Let's finish the job. Keep the pressure in the green while I overload the pumps. Okay, here we go. Just keep us out of the way.
Oh, that's so hard.
Fire suppression.
Oh my god.
Logan, I'll overload the pumps. You maintain the water pressure.
Roger that.
Get that body off the console. Let's finish the job.
Ah. Let's go!
We're on our way to the
Alright.
deck.
We lured the Federation fleet away. But the factory is still guarded by one ship. A destroyer packed with advanced weaponry. Its air defenses prevent an attack from above, but it's vulnerable in one place. 60 feet below the waterline, near its thermal exhaust port. Keegan, Logan, I'm tasking you with this. Clear us away to that factory.
Roger that. We're gonna add one more ship to the graveyard.
Oh, no way.
Descending.
I'll be back in a sec.
I couldn't wait for you to come and clear the cupboards.
Oxygen levels look good. Scarecrow, start the clock. This way. Crash site is 5 clicks out. Keep away from open water. We're not the only hunters out here. They're using sonar. Easy. Just move slow and off the ground. The foliage should help mask our signature. Hold up. Ball patrol. Looks like we got company. Let them separate. Okay. Let's move up and stay low. In position. And remember, bullets aren't as effective underwater. It'll take 2 or 3 before they're out. Weapons free. Nice work. Let's move through the wreck to keep cover. And watch your distance from the surface. We don't want to attract any more attention. Slow down. Stay down. Stay down. Salvage up. Not a good sign. Hold. they're salvaging parts from the wreckage.
They might be after weapons and nuclear elements still on board. We'll call it in. Good work.
I count 4. Take them out on your go. Weapons free! Got one. Clear. Move up. Scarecrow, this is 6-2. We're at Rally Point Bravo. Zero visual on the target.
The target is on the move. You boys need to double time it or you'll miss your shot.
Contact. Looks like they got what they came for. Find a good position and flank them. Weapons free. Looks like they know we're here. Got one. Area clear. On me. Looks like there's an opening through the containers. Okay, check your regulator. We're going down through the cave. All right, we're going further down. Keep an eye on your depth gauge. There she is. Scarecrow, we have a visual on the target. Moving to intercept.
We're picking up large sonar blasts in your area. That amount of water pressure can have lethal effects. Keep your bottles up and your heads down. Copy?
We'll go. Ain't no way we can pop this. We're gonna have to cut through it. This way. Move! Get the cover! Scarecrow, we're tracking the target, but we're unable to engage.
Roger, 2-1. Recommend you pull back immediately.
Negative! Find another way! tracking the target, but we're unable to engage.
Roger, 2-1. Recommend you pull back immediately.
Negative, negative. We'll find another way. Get inside that lighthouse! Go!
Oh man, I've always been interested in active sonar pings.
Move! Get the cover!
Right. Following you. Show me.
Scarecrow, we're tracking the target, but we're unable to engage.
Roger, 2-1. Recommend you pull back immediately.
Negative, negative. We'll find another way.
Because I used to work with people who work with sonar, you know.
Get inside that lighthouse! Go!
Looks like.
There it
This
is!
actually looks.
Sneak up on me! Okay, Proteus missile is online. We've only got one shot. Take out that ship. I'll line it up. You got it in. There it is. Sneak up on me. Okay, Proteus missile is online. We've only got one shot. Take out that ship. I'll line it up. You got it in. Firing. There it is. Sneak up on me. Okay, Proteus missile is online. We've only got one shot. I'll line it up. You got it in. Firing. Nice, you got it. Oh shit. Hang on! Talk to me, Logan. You okay?
Ah!
Talk to me, Logan. You okay? Stay with me. Now let's get the shit off you.
Right, that's fucked up.
You okay? What the? Come on! Time to go!
Yeah.
6-2. Target has been neutralized. You're clear for phase 2. Over. Copy 6-2. Sounds like you caused quite a stir. Just make sure to get those birds here. 6-2 out.
Oh, that's the fucked. Alright,
Target has been neutralized. You're clear for phase.
one sec. I'm gonna pause. And to got drool running down my face. One sec. I don't think anyone makes this on their first try. The people who do, they are cheaters. Sure, I am the baseline. Make sure I got the right audio. They are the cheaters, the people who... Yeah, nah, you'll shut up in silence. Because you know I'm right.
Phase 2. Over. Jericho, this is 6-2. Target has been neutralized. You're clear for phase 2. Over.
See? See that? It's...
Jericho, this is 6-2. Target has been neutralized. You're clear for phase 2. Over. Jericho, this is 6-2. Target has been neutralized. You're clear for phase 2. Over.
Yeah. The basically.
Jericho, this is
Set.
6-2. Target has been neutralized. You're clear for phase 2. Over. Jericho, this is 6-2. Target has been neutralized. You're clear for phase 2. Over.
Copy 6-2. Sounds like you caused quite a stir.
Just make sure to get those birds here. 6-2 out. More divers. Take 'em out. This way. Move. Get down.
Now that's just bad FPS.
More divers. Take 'em out.
And now we're good. That's actually kind of weird. I get it. Yeah. It's like ship compression waves.
They're dropping depth charges! Take cover in that ship! This way, move!
Yeah, totally. And like it would like shuttle the insides.
They're dropping depth charges! Take cover in that ship! This way, move, move! Take cover in that ship!
Now that is if Alaska.
They're dropping depth charges! Take cover in that ship! This way, move, move! Take cover in that ship!
Yeah, that's totally. Right.
They're dropping depth charges! Take cover in that ship! This way, move, move! Slow down. We should be safe here.
You can. Right.
Just keep an eye out. Area clear. Zero contact. Oh, shit. Easy. If you can see him, that's a good sign. Let's hope they're not hungry anymore. Hold up. That doesn't look good. We'll have to go one at a time. Looks like you already have a head start. Remember, move slow.
Dense space. Holy shit. Sorry, I was watching a graph and it means that I can't actually earn more money. by focusing on this. So good night. I shall catch you next time.